What's going on YouTube? It's Giga here, bringing you some more Series 10 Wi-Fi battles with live commentary. Continuing using other people's rental teams, today we are using this really cool Groudon team built by KantoClark. For those of you that don't know who he is, I do a podcast with him, make sure to check that out. Also make sure to check out his channel. We have done a couple of battles with him in the past. We did a best of 3 recently where I used a Xerneas team, as well as we've run into each other a couple times on the ladder. He is a really good friend, a really cool team creator, and he always comes up with some really innovative strategies, and a lot of the time I'm really jealous of it, not gonna lie. The fact that he kind of utilizes all these Pokemon that I would be too scared to try or just don't even know. And even like we had done a little workshopping on this team, and I'll talk about that kind of as we get into it. And just to, like, he would point out things that I completely forgot. I was like, oh, like, this isn't gonna work out, and he's like, yeah, it is, like, because you forgot X, Y, and Z. And I was like, wow, you understand this game just so much better than me. So looking at this team, the main kind of star is Riolu with coaching, right? You have that ability to set up for really your big hard hitters of the team. You can set up for Groudon, you can set up for Stakataka, Rillaboom, and physical Regieleki, which is not something you see every day. And after a coaching, Regieleki is in a really good spot to deal a ton of damage into things like Zacian, so I'm excited for that. Similarly, setting up coaching for Groudon is really great. You do have big damage with things like Precipice Blades and Heat Crash, as well as Shadow Claw to pick up surprise knockouts on Calyrex. We do have, once again, that Lonely stack with Chople to absorb some fighting hits, and also after a coaching boost, you are going to be in a really good spot. You do have access then to set up Trick Room, as well as go for kind of a pretty standard set. We do have Wide Guard to help deal with some of those scary threats. Finally, we do have Rillaboom with Grassy Glide, Woodhammer, Knockoff, and Fake Out, pretty standard. And finally, we do have Moltres. So this Moltres really handles some of the big problems that this team faces, mainly with Calyrex and Landorus. And using that Citrus Berry as well as the boost you get from Berserk, you are able to just beat Landorus and Calyrex. And like, you do have a pretty versatile set. I think a lot of people have slapped Assault Vest on Moltres, kind of emulating what Yveltal does, but you do have something that isn't going to take your restricted slot and just has so much special bulk in general. Like, you can get away with doing a lot of different things. So really excited to see kind of how this Moltres plays out, as well as the rest of the team. Like I said, we do have the code available on the screen for those of you that want to try it. I'll have the paste in the description, and with that, let's just get rockin' and rollin' and move into the first battle. All right, first battle, and it is Calyrex Ice. It is Lurantis or Shifu Calyrex Ice with Suicune, Indeedee, and Reuniclus. So Moltres is really good here, right? It deals with Urshifu, it deals with Calyrex, it deals with Indeedee and Reuniclus, and Lurantis. Moltres is great here. We could, what? Riolu is actually really nice. The question though, what? We can do we need Rillaboom? We don't need Rillaboom. We don't really need Regieleki, right? Regielecky's not going to... Regieleki, yeah, is going to do very little for us. I like Moltres next to Riolu with Stack and Groudon. Yeah, I think this is our best bet. We do have to be a little bit cautious. Yeah, we do have to be a little bit cautious. We obviously have to be very, very weary of if they like set up Trick Room, if they like guarantee Trick Room and then have Calyrex being able to go for a Glacial Lance, as we will see Calyrex indeed. So what, coaching? We could coach it. That would be very cute. To coaching Moltres. I don't think Moltres would be able to live. Maybe at +2 we could live a Glacial Lance. I kind of want to go for it. Let's just go for a Fiery Wrath as well as a coaching onto Moltres. It can't be redirected. We also do... Interesting. I'm guessing Calyrex is going to set up Trick Room. We do have counter on Riolu as well. So we do have that option if they go for a Glacial Lance. I don't know how counter with follow me interacts, that's really bad. That is very bad. That is super, super bad. We do have, what is it called? We do have Groudon. Not Groudon. We do have Stack. Let's go for a Protect here, and I don't know how this interaction works, but I'm assuming you Glacial Lance, right? I'm assuming you go for a Glacial Lance, and I have to hope that counter will hit into the... Oh, that's bad. Because you didn't go for Follow Me with Indeedee, you went for an attack. Riolu is going to go down to its Scarf, or its Sash, as we do see an Expanding Force, unfortunately. So we won't be able to fire off counter, but we do now have a free switch in into Stack Attacka. And I think with that, we should be a pretty decent spot, right? Like, we have Stack. You already have your Weakness Policy triggered. So you do have to, I mean, you do have to make a choice. We can go Fiery Wrath and let's go for Rock Slide. I was thinking potentially a Wide Guard, but that doesn't really make sense. You're probably, yep, we could have gone for a Wide Guard. Rock Slide will double connect. That's going to do a good amount, but not enough. So I think Calyrex... Oh, okay. So you're going to close combat into Stack. I think... I thought we had Chople Berry. Oh, Calyrex has a Nerve. Haha. Smart. So, what? We need to... Fiery Wrath is going to come out. This hopefully KOs Calyrex. Boom. Double knockout. Love to see it. We still have Moltres at full HP. They have no restricted. Moltres is at full +1 defense, +1 attack, most importantly. We do have Groudon, so if it is Urshifu Water is not going to appreciate that. So let's see. Shiny Groudon just looks like... I don't like it. I don't. It looks like a lemon lime fruit roll up, which is not, I get, not the point of this video. We go for Air Slash onto Lurantis. We also do have Heat Crash. Let's Fiery Wrath and Heat Crash onto Lurantis. That should be fine. We will see a Charm. Oh, smart. You're going to boost your attack 2 stages. Oh, Trick Room is still up. Trick Room is still up. I forgot about that. I think I can live a hit. I think I can live a hit with Moltres. Just kidding. This thing... Okay, this is +4. You have to close combat, which is neutral. Are you superpower? Please live. Please live. Moltres. Oh, so good. This is going to trigger... This is going to trigger Berserk, as well as Citrus. So as long as we hit Air Slash, we should be good. Right? Because even if we don't KO, we will have Fiery Wrath. Boom. Love to see that. Lurantis. That's going to be in range of a Fiery Wrath. So we can just do this. And that should be game. I don't want to say anything because I don't know what Reuniclus can do. It might have like a Moonblast that I'm not expecting. Fiery Wrath. Or we just pick up the double. Love to see it. So, definitely a very close one. I know that there were a lot of spots where I was worried, but I mean, like, Moltres coming in clutch. Like I said, this set, highly recommend. Um, honestly, honestly, when we were building this is like one of the coolest sets I've ever seen from Moltres. I definitely have fallen in love with it, and I know that I have plans of using it for the rest of Series 10, and would highly recommend other people for doing that too if you're looking for a cool Moltres team. So let's quickly check out some stuff. Yeah, this was an Assault Vest Lurantis, and like we still did so much damage even with that Assault Vest. It was a Shifu Dark, so I think it would have been a fine bring to have a Shifu. Calyrex, pretty standard. Close combat, yeah, great because of Chople. Suicune, shocked that that wasn't brought, actually. Actually, wait, how fast was Calyrex? Okay, standard, low speed. We will see Suicune, Indeedee, yep, pretty standard. There, Heal Pulse is fun tech. Reuniclus, could it hit? It did have a way, theoretically, of hitting Moltres. So, not necessarily over, but we never really gave it that chance. And then, yeah, we're back to that. So, very good first battle. And yeah, let's just keep rocking and rolling on the success and move to the next one. All right, battle number 2, and it is Kyogre. So, a little scary. It is Incineroar, Rillaboom with Shedinja, Kyogre, Komo, and Regieleki. So what's nice is you have no way to stop Rillaboom, right? You don't have Primarina, and we do. I mean, not Primarina. You don't have Serena, and we do have knockoff on Rillaboom. So I really like Rilla Moltres with Groudon, and then Regieleki is tempting. Regieleki can't really... Does Stack Attack do anything here? No. It does deal with... Let's bring Aleki. I think that there are better options, but we're not afraid of their Aleki. The biggest deal in the world. Moltres is gonna... I think Moltres is really clutch. I don't know the Moltres versus Kyogre calc of if you can live... Oh no, I was gonna say if you can live a... what is it called? A Water Spout, but we also can just swap into Groudon to deal with that, as we will see Instant Kyogre. So... What? I would like to... I'm not worried about Ensign too much. I care... I mean, I can just go for... What? I want to fake out Kyogre and go for a Snarl. Right? We do have Groudon to deal with Ensign, so I want to do this. I want to do this. I don't expect you to stay in with Kyogre, right? You could switch out into Shedinja with the idea of blocking Grassy Glide, but then we get rid of Shedinja's Focus Sash, and we're in good shape there. Let's see. This would be a fine turn one for me, and then we can just swap Moltres out into Groudon to change the weather. We don't need to do that because I do want to preserve Groudon and not potentially like put it in harm's way if I don't have to. So interesting. We are just gonna see no swap. We do see the fake out come out into Moltres, so a really good read there. And what we can do now is we can just imagine if we just Grassy Glided. I'm gonna go for a Grassy Glide. I'm going to Grassy Glide and Air Slash into Ensign. You can't afford to bring out... God, imagine if I had just gone for Grassy Glide turn 1. We do see the protect with Kyogre. That's fine with me. You're probably going to parting shot into Rillaboom. I expect a parting shot into Rilla. We are going to miss. Okay, so U-turn suggests to me that you are Assault Vest. Assault Vest. If you have Regieleki, that's kind of scary. So what would be really scary here is... Oh, Shedinja. Hello. Shedinja's fine. I potentially expect Kyogre to... What? We can actually... This is a risk. This is a big risk. Because I'm saying that if you Water Spout, we're good. If you Ice Beam, we are max special defense on Groudon. So I'm assuming I can live in Ice Beam. That's like kind of the big question of can we live this like definite incoming Ice Beam? If we do, we're great. We are going to see Ice Beam onto Groudon. Makes a lot of sense. We will get the Snarl, double connect, boom, trigger the Focus Sash, get Shedinja to -1. This gives us a very... It doesn't give us a free Precipice Blades, but it does give us a Precipice Blades. Skitter Smack onto Groudon, lower my attack a little bit. We do have the White Herb. Oh, it's special attack, which, great use of a White Herb. Love to see that. What? I expect Groudon or Kyogre to switch, so I'm gonna go for a Protect and go for a Snarl. Right? I'm expecting what? You're gonna switch out the Shedinja, yep, into Incineroar, and Protect into Kyogre. Boom. This is now a little awkward. This is awkward because of the fact... Oh, wait. Oh, wow. You go for an Origin Pulse. Origin Pulse in the sun at -1. Into Moltres. Big damage. Snarl missing something. Hits Kyogre. Love to see that. Groudon. What? We can swap into... I don't want to swap into Rilla. I'm just going to go for Precipice Blades. I'm going to go for Precipice Blades, and I'm going to Air Slash into Incin. I'm willing to say risk it all. Right? This is a -2 Kyogre. We can just try and pressure as much as possible. If we survive, like what? You can switch out Kyogre and fake out into Groudon, but that doesn't really stop Precipice Blades unless you have Incin in the back. I mean, not Incin, unless you have Rilla in the back. Rilla in the back is actually very scary, but that gives us another turn to protect, which, yep, we will see this. I'm guessing you bring out Komodo. Okay. Oh. Okay. Boom. Double connect Precipice Blades. Really good damage onto both of them. I mean, it's not really good damage. Komodo is super scary. We do see leftovers, so this suggests to me it is the Body Press variant. So we have no more grass. I'm going to just go for another Precipice Blades, and I would like to Air Slash here because it's supposed to be super effective. We are going to rely on Precipice Blades a little bit. Shedinja is not an issue. Komodo is very scary. that is my biggest concern, is how do we beat this? Because if it but in order to set up, we will see an instant swap out. I think that makes sense. In comes Kyogre. Kyogre, please eat. Kyogre, please just take a Precipice Blades. We will see Protect here. We are... Oh, I don't... Let's see if we hit Precipice Blades. We do connect at least on Kyogre. I'll take that any day of the week. Boom. Let's bring a Regieleki. Let's go into a Lecky and protect Moltres. I can't really afford to give... that was bad. I should not have protected Moltres, because I want to blow up. And I can't blow up. Not potentially the worst thing in the world. We will see Komo switch out. In comes Incin. We protect Aleki, swap into Rillaboom. Probably want to do that. Ice Beam into that slot. We either risk the double. What is Moltres' speed? 111. We could double. We could risk it on a double. I need this for Komo. This is a not ideal switch. Because your very easy play is to fake out into you fake out into a Lecky and you Ice Beam into the Moltres slot. I need it too much for Komo in the end game, especially looking at how much Precipice Blades did. We will see the fake out, yep, into a Lecky. You could go for an Origin Pulse. You will perfect avoid into Regieleki. That still did a lot onto Rillaboom. What are your options? Your options are to... You probably swap Kyogre out. I want to blow up. Let's do this. It'll cover a switch, but my opponent hasn't been switching, which is like really annoying. Because now I'm just like playing all these mind games that don't need to be played. Please just switch out into Shedinja. That's not doing what I told you to do. Is that Shedinja? You jerk. You horrible, horrible person. This is potentially fine. We have what? We have a guaranteed knockoff into the Shedinja slot. So what we can do is we wild charge here, because you might switch out into Incin, and we knock off onto the Shedinja slot, guaranteed to get rid of an item on something, and then we can reevaluate from there. You know, that's an option. Wild Charge will not work on Shedinja. We will see the Ice Beam come out onto Rillaboom. Rillaboom not going to take that. Not going to take that at all. We can play ally switch games. We could blow up. I'm kind of tempted to blow up. Imagine if I had Electro Web there. Oh, God. That was a very good play on their part. I want to double protect. Well, now you know I have Snarl. I think I can live a hit. I'm banking on if I can live an Ice Beam from this Kyogre. Because if I can get rid of Shedinja, we're in a much better spot. I think. I don't actually know. It might not change anything. Which, like, you know, because what? Getting rid of Shedinja means you can't ally switch. We will see Shedinja swap out into Incin, which is annoying because you will get the second attack drop onto Regieleki as well as Moltres. Imagine if I had protected and blown up instead. You are faster. Onto Moltres 126. Cool. We will. That's sad. I gotta hope that you target into... You fake out into, yep, Aleki. I'm hoping you target into it with Ice Beam. You go for an Origin Pulse, which is... Oh, that miss was... Or that freeze was huge. Moltres holds on. Not super well, unfortunately, but it does hold on. How much HP does Groudon have? Groudon's like low, right? Groudon's low. This is, I mean, I gotta hope for this. I gotta hope that Wild Charge is not gonna pick up the KO, unfortunately. We do see the Protect. I need to thaw out, and I need to KO this Incin. And it's Assault Vest, so it's not going to happen. We are frozen. That's going to let you U-turn, yep, into Moltres. Bring out Komodo. Aleki. I mean, what? We do have Precipice Blade. No, because Shedinja probably has Will-O-Wisp. So we can't... Yeah, I don't really see our outs here. That freeze was really, really tough. Because we would have gotten a Snarl off onto Kyogre. And we would have potentially gotten an Air Slash onto Incin. At +1, so like, it could have done a lot. We will see... Out comes Komodo, which is like nearly back to full. With the leftovers. Yeah, I mean, my opponent just did not... Just played really aggressively when it comes down to it. Like, leaving in Kyogre versus a Rillaboom. Pretty bold play. But, I mean, it worked out. I would like to... I'm guessing you are going to swap into Shedinja. So I am going to... I'm just going to go for Precipice Blades, trying to get some damage onto this Komodo. I don't think I can win from this spot. Yep, we are going to see this into Shedinja. Yeah, I could have Heat Crashed that slot. Smart, very smart. Very, very, very smart. I called it right. Didn't do anything. I'm gonna at least try to pick up a knockout. The most I can hope for. At least extreme speed will hit before the ally switch. They haven't, like, they've played super aggressive. And the one time I make a read, like, ugh. This is, what could I have done? Please ally switch. Please ally switch. Oh, you jerk. You jerk. And that was a crit. God, Como is so bulky. Body press, yep, onto Alecki. I have a way of what? I can just... Yeah, I just... like, who... I didn't expect them to not swap out Kyogre. And... You're going to ally switch this turn and I'm going to look like a clown. Which is fine, you know. I was clowning people in my videos this morning. That's going to be Incineroar, isn't it? Yeah. You know, sometimes you clown other people and sometimes other people clown you. I'm going to protect here and then go for Precipice Blades and try and at least KO Komodo. Or am I going to predict that they are... No, I'm going to do this. You're going to switch out into Shedinja. I'm going to... Oh, you don't switch out into Shedinja. A rarity. I would at least like to try and get one KO. For, like, my sake. Nice. You have Substitute on Komodo. I'm going to say your Incin is going to swap out to try and make me look like a fool one last time. And I'm going to get this call wrong. You know, I can't even be upset. I really can't. Especially after after this morning's battles went. Really can't be upset. Yeah, it's just, I can't believe they stayed. If I had just gone for Woodhammer turn 1, that would have been great. But I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, you know, let's keep rocking and rolling and play one more to kind of redeem myself. All right, last battle of the day, and this is an interesting one. This is another Kyogre team. It is Naganadel, Tornadus, Ninetales, Kyogre with Indeedee and Venusaur. So once again, I like the same four. Do I like the same four? I do like the same four. Rilla, Alecki, Groudon, Moltres? Right? Is there... Moltres, Alecki. Let's do Moltres, Alecki, Groudon, Rillaboom. What does that do? Does that do anything? What order do I want? I'm gonna stick with this order. I need to remember that this is a new opponent, so I don't know what types of reads they're gonna make. Yeah, dude, I got clowned so hard. It is what it is, you know. Sometimes you get clowned, and you record it. Okay, cool. Venusaur, Ninetales. This is fine. I really kind of want to just blow up. No, you might protect. Let's do this. That was a bad play. Because now I cannot... No, I can... It'll be fine. I'm guessing you go for a Sleep Powder onto Moltres. And some kind of fire move. We do see, yep, Sleep Powder onto Moltres. Yep. And Heat Wave from Ninetales. So, this is bad. We will boost their attacks. Why didn't I bring Stack Attacka? That was a silly move. Let's Extreme Speed onto Venusaur and go for a Air Slash. Let's go for an Air Slash. I want to get rid of this Venusaur as soon as possible. It's good damage. That's really good damage. And they miss the Sleep Powder, which is huge. Heat Wave will double connect. Aleki survives. Does get the burn. Really not good. Especially because this is a physical Aleki. And we at least get rid of Ninetales. I mean, not Ninetales. We get rid of Venusaur, which... Why is that relevant again? I don't know why that's relevant, but somehow it is. We do see Naganadel. I would like to hit this button and hit this button. It's going to be a double protect, and I'm going to look like a fool. If that Ninetales protects, I'm going to cry. Okay, no protect on Ninetales. We will get a single target explosion. We will at least hit something. I would have liked to hit the Naganadel. But this is still fine. You know, for being burned, I'll take that. Really wish it wasn't burned right now. We will see the overheat onto Moltres. So what? Naganadel can't protect. I would like to protect Groudon and go for a Snarl just to try and get some chip before going for Precipice Blades. We do have to worry, obviously, about Fire-type attacks. We do have to worry about the double-up into Moltres. But I am really confident that it can take that. I feel like you have to target in a Groudon. We do see... Oh, wow. Okay. Just kidding. You will trigger Berserk. And let me recover some. Back up above. We do see the Will-O-Wisp come out on a Groudon. That's fine. This lets me... Oh, God. That is very, very bad. That's super, super bad. We can go for a Precipice Blades as well as a Fiery Wrath. We do have Rillaboom. Ninetales is going to protect. That's fine. Naganadel can only single target. It will Draco Meteor onto Moltres. Oh, so clutch. Retrigger the Berserk. Up to +2, baby. Love, love, love to see that. This should maybe KO Naganadel? Okay, we need to hit Precipice Blades on Naganadel. This is our out. Boom. Love it. Okay. You bring out Kyogre. Okay, no Sun. No Sun is good because reasons. No Sun is fine because you have to bring out. Yep, you bring out Kyogre here. Water. You could go for a very obvious Water Spout. Yeah, so we are gonna lose. Let's go for a Protect here as well as a Fiery Wrath in the event we live the Water Spout. Because I can't bring up the Sun. Oh, okay, that's a big play right there. You do unfortunately hit the Origin Pulse. But you're probably what? You're probably going to go for a Will-O-Wisp onto Groudon. We know Rillaboom can live a hit, right? We know it can live at least one. I'm thinking you probably want to protect Kyogre. I'm guessing what you want to do is protect Kyogre and Will-O-Wisp onto Rillaboom. So I would like to Shadow Claw Ninetales. I'm going to double up into Ninetales. This is a very, very, very risky play. Did I say very enough? If I didn't say very enough, it is a very risky play. Oh, great. Fake out. KO's Ninetales. Great for us. Probably a Water Spout from... Oh, wow. You're still going for the Origin Pulse. Rillaboom is going to take that super comfortably to the point where we should be able to live another, especially after Grassy Terrain recovery. I'm guessing you might be choice locked. I would like to go for a Glide. 2 Glides should pick this up. I don't want to... Yeah, very cool. Glad we were able to redeem ourselves after that previous match with Kyogre. But overall, really good battles. I think this is a very fun team. It does have a lot of really cool stuff. Moltres undoubtedly has been the MVP, and even like Groudon, like putting in work too. So yeah, expect more battles with it tomorrow. Make sure to check out Kanto if you haven't already. And yeah, until next time, I hope all of you are wonderful, and I'll see you then.